Thanks, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport. Speaker, hardworking volunteer groups are in shock after the Ontario Trillium Foundation suddenly suspended its capital grant program. This funding is vital to legions, community centres and other facilities, as it literally keeps the roof over their heads. Now this government has funneled every cent of Trillium's $25 million capital program into the Ontario 150 program. That's right. A minister who has millions of dollars for Pan Am executive bonuses and manicures for athletes now doesn't have a penny for the dedicated volunteer groups who rely on Trillium. Speaker, is this government so broke that it can't find a new program, one that represents 0.02% of its $136 billion budget, without stealing from vulnerable volunteer organizations?
Again, the tenor of the comment was really not conducive to a proper question when it comes to accusations. I'm disappointed, but I'm just going to let it go and warn the member that in his supplementary, if anything else like that happens again, I'll cost him his question. Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to start by saying the Ontario Trillium Foundation is one of those organizations that's not only recognized in Ontario as one of those great organizations, but throughout this country and internationally. We're very proud of the work they do. Mr. Speaker, this is a government that has invested $1.4 billion through Trillium since it's come into power. That's a significant amount of money that has been contributed and distributed right across our province. And if you look throughout the legislature, I know that Trillium has an influence in each of our ridings and makes such a huge difference in making sure that we continue to grow and build Ontario to the place we think it should be, and that's being one of the best places in the entire planet to live. In regards to the funding, Mr. Speaker, if you look at the amount that was provided to Trillium last year and the amount that's going to be provided this year, it's an increase. So I don't know what the member's upset about. We're going to use the Canada 150, and using money to invest in infrastructure is what this government's all about, and we're very proud of our record when it comes to Trillium.
Speaker, I really don't understand the minister's spin. If it was such great news, why was it announced at 4:53 p.m. on the Thursday before the Easter weekend? I know why. It was to bury the fact that they've dealt a devastating blow to community groups for whom OTF capital funding is a lifeline. It's more evidence of the price we're all paying for this government's waste and mismanagement. This happened so suddenly, Speaker, that applications were already submitted for the upcoming intake, but the government just dumped them, and the thousands of volunteer hours to prepare them right into the shredder. Speaker, to the minister, does my Legion have to buy a $6,000 ticket to a Liberal fundraiser to get access? Speaker, I'm going to ask the minister, will he admit that he's wrong, and will he reinstate the OTF capital grants program to help those groups whose future he's put at risk?
Question. Peter to pay Paul.
You say it, please. You say it, please. Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the member opposite knows clearly that the Ontario Trillium Foundation is an arm's-length organization that has the ability to make its own decision. It's got a board, and in fact, Mr. Speaker, we have regional Trillium boards that are set up throughout this province, the grant review teams that take into account the local needs of the communities before making a decision. Mr. Speaker, we're about providing opportunity on this side of the House. When we see Canada 150 coming up, we're proud to invest in that initiative, and we're so proud of the fact that we'll be investing into infrastructure. And you can tell your Legion to contact us directly when those grants come out, and they can apply for funding to increase infrastructure right across this province. Mr. Speaker, we're very proud of our record. Thank you.
New question.